you're in there strict and you have to focus no matter what, because there's people, you have a guard watching you, and it's so quiet and you can't like mess around. I think that's what like was able to keep me focused on my work, because I can't focus on regular schools. Regular schools just aren't for me. We were in an expedition and we were driving around, and then we got arrested, and we went in, and I took the blame for the car because I didn't want Cynthia to go down further, and Dante had already had a couple of stolen cars on him. I always think of it as my kid comes before anything. So I think that's what's keeping me aligned a lot, is that's what made a positive thing. And even in the juvenile hall, that's what I thought of it about. I need to get out and see my son.
Five, 8, 4, 7, 3.
4, 5, 7, 8, 3.
Listen again.
I actually spent 2 years in Mexico with no school. And when I got back, because when I left, I had started 8th grade. I had barely started 8th grade, and then I left. And when I got back to the United States, they put me in the 10th grade. And I had never finished 8th grade.
Okay, I'm going to give it to you in chunks, and I'm going to make my voice go up after the first 3 numbers. See if that helps. 5,
Every Friday I come and work with him for an hour, helping him to get to the point where he can write an essay. And so we're building blocks to that goal. And he wants to pass his GED.
But you spelled experiment right, huh?
Yeah.
And you thought you had it wrong. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay.
In about half the time.
I was managing a caseload of 9 to 10 students, 9 to 10 youth, I'm sorry. Out of those 10 that were part of my caseload, only 2 or 3 were actually successful in not going back to juvenile hall, or if they turn 18, not going back to prison or committing another crime. The rest, like I said, it was very hard to follow up with them, to find them, to talk to their parents many times. Once you see that you want to make a change, you start working towards it, and you start seeing that change, you start seeing that there's doors that are starting to open up. I think you realize, or people realize, hey, this is worth it. Like, yes, I can make a change. Other people can make a change. And Eduardo is one of those few examples of people who follow through and say, hey, I'm really going to do it. And sadly, there's other kids who don't really follow through. But he was able to.
Actually gave me a hard time because of this, but I actually looked up in my art class, and I looked up the letters. Like, this letter means I, L, U, so I abbreviated for I love you. We had a teacher, and he liked to draw people in pictures, and he drew me a picture of Cynthia and Junior while I was in there, and I got to take it home with me. And he showed me how to draw a lot of the things. The school was good. I got to be in this class where we had a substitute, and he was a history teacher, and I guess we had him for a whole week. I remember the teacher was on jury duty, so he brought in a medieval suit, and we got to all like try on the parts, and we put on armor, and he told us what each piece was, and we even had to do a test at the end. When I got there, I didn't have too many credits, but I left with 15, and I think that's the most credits I've ever gained in any school. A lot of people won't try to help you. They'll just sit there and judge you. But what's the point of being like a community or something if you're just gonna look down on somebody? So I never look down on anybody regardless of what position they're in. And that's something I look on.